In the vast and intricate cosmos of the Marvel Universe, two of the most enigmatic and overwhelmingly powerful beings are Galactus, the Devourer of Worlds, and Mephisto, the Lord of the Hell Dimension. Each stands as a pillar of power in his respective realm, one cosmic, one demonic, and their very presence sends shockwaves across galaxies. But what happens when these two titanic forces clash? Who truly holds dominion in a cosmic face-off, the all-consuming Galactus or the manipulative master of evil, Mephisto? To answer this, we must dive deep into the origins, powers, and feats of both entities. Galactus isn't just a villain or a force of destruction, he is a cosmic necessity, the balance to universal expansion. Once a mortal named Galen of Taa, he survived the death of the previous universe and emerged from the Big Bang as Galactus, the cosmic being we know today. He is neither good nor evil, simply a force of nature with the unending hunger to consume worlds rich in energy. Mephisto, on the other hand, rules over his own hellish dimension. Modeled after the classical devil, Mephisto is cunning, deceptive, and nearly omnipotent within his own realm. He feeds on souls and manipulates the living into damned bargains. Unlike Galactus, whose power is vast but calculable, Mephisto's strength comes from his reality-warping abilities and his dominion over mystical energies. While Galactus towers as a universal force, Mephisto lurks in the shadows of every deal, every temptation. The nature of their powers, though different, makes the potential battle between them a fascinating exploration of cosmic might versus mystical manipulation. Cosmic force versus mystic malevolence, powers and abilities? Galactus wields the power cosmic, which grants him control over time, space, matter, and energy. He can manipulate molecules, create force fields, teleport, resurrect the dead, and even grant powers to others, as he does with his heralds like Silver Surfer and Cosmic Ghost Rider. Galactus has survived multiversal collapses, battled celestials, and stood against abstract entities like eternity and infinity. In his full-powered form, well-fed and unchallenged, Galactus is capable of consuming planets effortlessly and holding his own against near-omnipotent beings. Mephisto, meanwhile, is far more deceptive. His abilities are magical and often ill-defined, making him unpredictable. He can alter reality, manipulate time, and trap souls in illusionary hellscapes. Within his realm, he is nearly unbeatable, the fabric of his dimension bends to his will. He has fought powerful sorcerers like Doctor Strange, cosmic beings like the Silver Surfer, and even manipulated gods like Thor and Odin. However, outside his realm, his powers weaken, and his influence becomes less absolute. What makes Mephisto dangerous is not just raw power, but the way he plays with minds. He's manipulated entire timelines, corrupted heroes, and tricked powerful entities into doing his bidding. His psychological warfare makes him a threat even to cosmic giants like Galactus. Yet, when it comes to raw cosmic output, Galactus has the edge. His ability to destroy planets and reshape galaxies puts him in a different league. While Mephisto excels in trickery and manipulation, Galactus's strength lies in his brutal efficiency and unstoppable hunger. Battles, feats, and scenes from the comics. In Marvel Comics, Galactus and Mephisto have crossed paths on rare occasions, but their full-scale battle remains one of the most debated what-if scenarios in comic history. However, we can compare their battles and feats to understand who might triumph in a head-on collision. Galactus has fought and often defeated cosmic entities like the Celestials, Ego the Living Planet, and the ultimate nullifier-wielding Reed Richards. He's also survived attacks from the Living Tribunal and fought alongside Eternity. Even when weakened, he has pushed back Odin, Thor, and entire pantheons. His strength has been scaled against multiversal beings, and in alternate realities, he's merged with entities like Franklin Richards to become godlike. Mephisto has also had his share of incredible feats. He once battled the Beyonder, a near-omnipotent being, and although he lost, he demonstrated high-tier power. He manipulated Thanos during the Infinity Gauntlet saga and has imprisoned countless powerful souls. Perhaps most famously, Mephisto altered reality to erase Spider-Man's marriage, showing his ability to change the very fabric of the universe under the right circumstances. In Heroes Reborn, he became the prime evil and wiped out entire timelines. But Mephisto's greatest feats occur within his own dimension, where he is essentially a god. Outside that dimension, he is not nearly as effective. Galactus, on the other hand, is consistent regardless of realm or space. His power is cosmic, not confined. In a direct battle outside Mephisto's dimension, Galactus would likely overpower him. But if the battle were inside Mephisto's hellish realm, Galactus would face a far more challenging fight. Strengths, weaknesses, and strategies. Galactus's biggest strength is his overwhelming power. Once well-fed, few can match him. His power cosmic gives him nearly unlimited versatility, from energy projection to matter manipulation. His intellect is also vast, having knowledge of cosmic secrets beyond mortal understanding. But Galactus has one significant weakness, his hunger. If he goes too long without consuming planets, he becomes weakened and vulnerable. Several times in Marvel history, a starved Galactus has been defeated by teams of heroes or cosmic forces. Mephisto, in contrast, does not rely on physical strength or energy reserves. His power grows based on souls, belief, and manipulation. His psychological tactics, illusions, and reality warping can trap even the most powerful beings in endless torment. However, Mephisto's biggest limitation is that he is not omnipotent outside his realm. Cosmic forces can overwhelm him in the physical universe. His illusions and traps can be shattered by beings who understand his tricks or can resist them with sheer will or power. In a battle between the two, Galactus would likely begin with brute force, attempting to annihilate Mephisto with energy blasts. Mephisto would likely retreat into illusions, trying to trap Galactus's mind or drain his power over time. But unless the battle took place entirely in Mephisto's dimension, he would struggle to match Galactus blow for blow. The only way Mephisto could win is by trickery, convincing Galactus to make a deal, enter his realm, or fall into a trap. But Galactus, being a force of nature and not easily fooled, would not be a simple target. Final verdict: who wins this cosmic clash? So, who would win in a fight between Galactus and Mephisto? If the battle takes place in the physical universe, which is neutral territory, Galactus takes the win. His raw cosmic might, durability, and mastery of universal forces are too much for Mephisto to handle outside his realm. Galactus can shatter planets with a thought, absorb nearly any form of energy, and fight gods without flinching. Mephisto's best chance is through manipulation. He excels in warping minds, crafting illusions, and setting psychological traps. Within his own hell dimension, he could prolong the battle or potentially trap Galactus in a cycle of torment. But ultimately, even in his domain, defeating a fully powered Galactus would be a Herculean task. The final verdict? Galactus wins 7 out of 10 times, especially when the battle occurs in neutral space. Mephisto may steal a few victories with cunning tricks and illusions, but in a straightforward cosmic clash, the world devourer is simply too powerful. This battle reminds us that not all power is measured the same. One rules by fear and deception, the other by force and necessity. In the end, the cosmos bows not to lies, but to the hunger of Galactus. Check out my other videos for more epic character crossovers and battles. Thanks for watching, and stay happy and healthy.